suspicious. But I am excited for this match for reasons other than the obvious, which is that I want to draw attention to the fact that these are two extremely, extremely strong teams. Happy Birthday Sencon is top 5 in our seeding, and Happy Birthday Jovan has members that have made podium at Metro Inc. events multiple times. So we are jumping right in here. Game 1 on Zone's Mako Mart. It is looking like. Let's take a look at these compositions.
Very standard from Sencon over there. Although I will say, I'm very happy to see that Sticker Splatana has been seeing a bit of usage at the tournament today, because it is definitely a personal favorite of mine. I'm not really good with the Stamper, but if I do decide to pick it up, that's the one I'm going for. I have a lot of experience with Orange and Zap, and that's basically the same thing.
Oh, sure it is, buddy.
If you squint.
Yeah, but Splatana is always a delight to see. Surely a weapon with a lot of skill expression, and that expression is definitely coming out. Jovan on the front foot right now, getting this first push in and able to hold up a strong defense thus far, but Sencon does have specials up front, probably about to deploy those as they flip the zone in their favor.
Yeah, really nice take back from them. Really garnering back that zone before it could go a little too far, though they still have a long ways to go. Nice bit of soda coming out right when the crab does too. Nice attempt at a toss from the sprinkler.
I know what they were going for.
I respect the attempt.
Better luck next time.
It's not an easy thing to do.
I will say, I will respect
it's still
the fact.
a good placement, all things considered.
It's still going. The lead is flipping, and Sencon just got an almost wipe on Happy Birthday Jovan, and the push, it's still going strong. Still a lot of purple on the board. We see Happy Birthday Sencon trying to make their way back in. Oh, Jovan, my apologies.
You're good, you're good.
It's a lot to keep track of, all these birthdays. It's
all these pronunciations, how can I handle it? Oh, yep, that is going to be a very staying purple zone, and that is going to be Sencon taking this first game.
We see Prosper just standing on the zone with a pencil with a little bit of a birthday celebration going on. A very clean game 1 from Happy Birthday Sencon. I guess that could be considered their little birthday gift to themselves.
Yeah, it was a very interesting comeback too. Like, it was like in the mid 50s for Jovan. I already forgot it too. We'll call him Jay. It was okay. All right. It was really in the mid 50s for Jay right there, but like once Sencon just like grabbed that zone, they just like kept hold of it, not waning whatsoever. And like, you know, sprinkler placements aside, it was still a really no, unironically, it was still like a really good placement. It was still a really good like lockout that like really just turned the entire game around on its head. Very impressive play.
The big thing that I noticed is that when let's just call them HBS and HBJ. Does that simplify things a little bit?
That actually works.
That might be a little bit of a tongue twister, but like I feel like it might be a little bit better. But anyway, the big thing that I noticed is that when HBS first flipped the zone, they didn't even need to expend their specials to do it. They just were able to flip the zone, and HBJ just kind of backed off on their own, letting HBS hold on to those specials until they really, really needed them. Not expending that resource until they absolutely had to is a mark of HBS really being a strong team. And we're probably going to see more of that type of play as we go into our second map, Ship-Shaped Cargo Tower Control.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a birthday bash without planning in advance how to surprise the other individual with something or whatever. That, you know, I had something there, but I kind of lost it. So I'm just going to say that I had an idea, and that's good enough for me.
One thing I really hope that we get to see before these matches are wrapped up is that JJ has definitely made a name for themselves with their expertise on the Sorel umbrella, and definitely that inkjet. I'm kind of hoping that we'll get to see a sick clip come out at least one of these matches. There's always got to be one from them.
Yeah, and it does seem like the comps are pretty much the same, nothing too crazy. And to be fair, like when you're like this far into the games, there's no reason to want to like shift up too much. It's not like anyone's gonna come out here with 4 arrow sprays. Am I right?
Oh, that would absolutely never happen at a Nintendo
Not at my
licensed
Gridlock
tournament, by the way. That would never ever happen on a streamed match. But yeah, definitely, most of these players are very, very comfortable in the weapons that they choose to play. Len, I'm sure, is feeling extremely comfortable right now as a blaster one-trick, a weapon that is not only strong on tower control, but is extremely strong right now, almost notoriously so.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about the strength of blasters being a Umbrella main myself.
Oh.
But yeah, after having reached the first checkpoint and being completely uncontested, HBS readily goes in for just a hard push.
JJ winning the Umbrella 1v1 in the corner. HBS continuing to push the tower through the second checkpoint and into the third, down to 36 and still going with the bubble up, no longer deployed now. But HBJ just doesn't seem to be able to get them off that tower.
Yeah, now having grabbed back the tower for themselves, HBJ is hoping to try and keep things a little more in their favor. Booyah Bomb is going to try and dissuade them even more. It's not going to work because now the Crab is out, now the Jet is out, and now Hermit is down, and now they are
stacking on top of each other.
It's just one after another.
Down,
they keep falling.
Not able to get the final pick in time, but still a very clean second game for Happy Birthday Sencon.
Yeah. You know, I've never been one to value one person over another, but it does seem that someone's birthday tends to hold a lot more weight than another's.
Yeah, I don't think the birthday gods are not really being fair right now. I feel like something's got to balance itself out.
Hey, Dionysus, where you at?
I think that HBJ has reserved the right to bring in the birthday clown and have him spray his silly string all over HBS's electronics and Nintendo Switches. I think that that's how we can even this out. Or maybe they can take things back on Game 3 on Barnacle and Dime Rainmaker, which is not a mode that I feel like I've seen as often in competitive. It's not necessarily a bad mode, but I feel like it's far from your first pick when you think about competitive Rainmaker modes that are played in competitive.
There we go, yeah, yep, there we go, yeah. So, like, the thing with that map and that mode is that it really just does act like a straight line. Like, yeah, you can, like, kind of pivot with, like, oh, there's, like, a wall in the middle, but barely.
It's very claustrophobic.
There's a jumpable wall in squid form, like, without ink. But, like, at the same time, it's like, it's kind of what's fun about it is just making a beeline for it and just like watch number go down. That funny, very funny.
I think definitely what might be the difference maker here is perhaps a little more patience on the side of HBJ because after a certain point, once the tower was down to about 30 points or so, you saw Len and Thunder respectively be able to get into the left and right plat of the base on ship shape. And kind of when you're at that point with an AoE focused weapon or a special up like Crab, like Thunder had, it's kind of hard to come back from that point. So you kind of have to be able to pull your punches and wait for the right opportunity to stop that kind of push before it begins. And we'll see if there's any adjustments in game plan as we go into Game 3, Rainmaker, Barnacle, and Dime.
I gotta confess, I got my maps mixed up. For some reason, I was thinking of the...
Oh, it was Clamblets? What was that? The text was... whatever. Okay, we're on Clamblets. This is a pretty standard map mode. Barnacle and Dime, you know what's going to go down on Clamblets, Barnacle and Dime. We are seeing some very, very interesting weapon changes here. Not really less on the side of HBJ, more on the side of HBS. We're seeing the Bulbs Tri-Stringer come out, which makes sense. Another very strong inkjet option, a weapon that is seeing... a special that is seeing more and more popularity as of recent. And JJ has opted to swap the Brella out for a Wiper instead, which makes sense. It is a weapon that competes in range and ability to fight.
Yeah, I got so concerned when I saw this map. I'm like, oh no, I mixed up my maps. But no, I can avoid the fraud allegations yet again because apparently it just wasn't that. Going in for... Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
It seems
Wait,
like
what?
have the birthday shenanigans started early?
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Was the prank on me? Wait, no, they're like, oh, I can get to the basket. but I don't have to shoot unless there's like another
Well,
disconnect.
it's not entirely certain what went down just then, but it does look like the first basket opener is going to go to HBS. Not able to get a lot on the board with a pity clam coming in on the side of HBJ. But with 3 down on the side of HBS, this might be the opportunity HBJ needs to reach.
So we might not know what happened, but my narrative is funny, so I'm going to stick with it. So now it gives HBJ the perfect opportunity to come back a little bit more because, you know, they could have lost an extra 20 points, which would not have been fun. But with a nice trade from Jovan, this now puts things on a little bit of a kind of an uneven foot. Now everyone's stuck in mid trying to figure out what to go. Thunder going around with Aura, trading with Hermit right there. And the bow is just backing up into, well, almost a bomb. How did they survive that bomb? That's an impressive survival technique. I need to learn that later.
Seems like a much more even back and forth going on here compared to the previous games. I have to wonder if the change to bow affected anything at all. In comparison, when you compare the two backlines that we see in this matchup, definitely E-Leader is capable of exerting a lot more control over the map as a whole, but the Hammer coming out with a very nice pick. A couple picks coming down on the side of Happy Birthday Sencon, but it's just mayhem going back and forth. Now HBS is on the advantage, trying to get the economy up though. What did you just say? What did you just say?
Yeah, the Aura and the Soda just is not letting up whatsoever. Lot of, like, just arrows from bows and torpedoes from that sword just flying around everywhere.
Just playing the waiting game, waiting to get those picks and those specials up. See, now you have the bubble and the jet out at the same time to make the push, wanting to get the leader as far away from that bow as possible so it can exert as little control over the battlefield as possible to extend this push for as long as it can be. And 24 down and still going. Len still terrorizing the members of HBJ, still going down to 15, but with JJ finally going down, it looks like it will be the end of that push.
Yeah, that was a really good push. Going from 77 to 15 is nothing to sneeze at, even if it wasn't exactly a knockout, which admittedly it was pretty close to.
Ooh.
Jovan going down to a nice little aiming of that E-liter right there. Soda coming out for rest of the team. Me. Is that? Yeah, that's me.
When you're in doubt, you can just say me.
I love Super Paper Mario. If you know, you know.
They might be saying me, but they are definitely wide awake, getting this push finally off of the ground, trickling those clams in. Me, taking advantage of the area effect on this Platana to scare the opponents off of that ledge, opening up as much space for their team as possible. Down to 38, still not quite 15. But 3 down, looking like the push might be coming to an end here, or Mimi could possibly win this fight. Oh, just one pick off of that and it's over.
Yeah, that's still an incredible push, all things considered. All they have to do is really go for like another time with a well-coordinated plan, and then they just grab lead like just like nothing ever happened.
But it's looking scary now,
with 10 seconds left on the clock, they only have so much time left to be able to perform that
with
maneuver.
The special and economy advantage. HBJ doesn't even have a power climb right now. No, they do. They do have the pity. What?
Yep.
HBS is going to sneak right in, break that barrier, make quick work of it. The match was a little bit longer, and it looked like there might have been some technical difficulties at the beginning. But ultimately, Happy Birthday Sencon reigns supreme. And now, we have to see what our special...
Where's the clown? I was promised
event.
Clown. I love Silly String. Where is it?
Come on, be patient. The clown is on his way. He missed his subway, all right? He's going to be like 7 minutes late or something.
All right, listen, I never like to, bring out my side hustle all too often, but if we need a sub, then, I don't mind, like...
A sub for the clown. All right, you got a clown costume on you?
I mean, I am at a Splatoon event.
It's not showing on the camera, but we do see...
That's rage bait for the chat, honestly.
But from our perspective on the commentator side, we are seeing Pico come in here. The cameras are coming out as it looks like the crew is setting up for the big surprise here, potentially. We see hugs going on all around.
A lot of love
all
being
these
spread.
players are great friends, which is why they named their teams after celebrating the birthdays of one another. Very sweet stuff, very nice. It is really nice to see this type of stuff.
Yeah,
come
I
to
love
fruition.
this kind of camaraderie. You don't really get this outside of LANs, man. Like it really just is like everyone here together, just like enjoying each other's company. It's just a vibe. You won't get it unless you come. Like if you have a LAN in your local area, please go to it when it is going on. You will not regret it. We would also really like to have you around. It would be really fun too.
Yeah, I feel like when all you do is play online, it becomes